Did I cut someone off?
You hit your friend.
I'm dead. My car's not on.
Alright guys, welcome to a new video. As you guys seen from the title, I had a rough night. I was suffering from lack of talent. Anything that could go wrong went wrong, but let's get into it. First off, someone went the wrong way on the qualifying, so we're just gonna be like, whatever, let's just go, just keep going. So I'm just waving my hand. Normally I would have the lap times here, but for some reason my email did not receive any of the lap times, but it doesn't matter either way because I did not do hot at all. So here we are, we're jumping into the start of qualifying, getting our best lap times. I give Nathan a little bump there, trying to get him going. I'm on some cold tires, so I'm sliding a little bit. All I really want to do right here is get past these guys or stick on their line if they're faster than me, so I can get a decent time to get me into Group A. Nathan gets around, which allows me to get around. Now Nathan's way far ahead, but as you can see, I am just super slow. I have no top end speed. And we are also doing a racetrack that I have not done before. So this long straightaway, here and here, I have not done before. So this is all new to me. I'm going to have to find a new way around and really push. Nathan is keeping a really good distance out in front of me. The only way I can catch him is if he makes a mistake. So I'm sticking on my line, trying to do my best. I seem to catch him a little bit here. However, he gets a really good exit and just drives away. Into this corner, I get a better corner, sticking with him. And then I slide a little bit. He gets a better exit, allowing him to push further away from me. Give a little check behind me, make sure nobody's there. And then into this corner again, onto the straightaway. And Nathan is still doing a fantastic job to keep me behind until he makes that mistake, which allows me to go and send it to the inside. Once I get to the inside, I look back, make sure that I have nobody around me so I can take my corner and get into the racing line. Now that I'm on the racing line, I have my head down and I'm pushing as hard as I can to make sure I have a bunch of open space. I get a little tap from the inside. Nobody's around me. I look back a couple more times, make sure I'm okay. I'm gonna go defensive so I can get a better corner into here. I get tapped again. Going into this corner, I'm tapped right on the inside, but I get a good exit, so I'm all good. I have a bunch of clean space. So now I'm just going to keep pushing to get the best lap I can. I notice someone's right behind me now. And I'm not getting good corners at all. Those taps to the inside really hurt my time as well. Checking back, see who's behind me. Try and get a good corner in. Someone is right on me. And then I smack the barrier, but we go under yellow. And I see it's Justin. And I gotta ask him what happened.
Did I cut someone off?
You hit your friend.
And I look over and find Nathan. Okay, and after a little jam session, we are back under green. Justin is right on me now. I know that he is super fast, and I am probably just going to hold him up. So, when I give him the opportunity, I'm just going to let him by and try and stick on his line to get a better understanding of what to do on this track. I'm going to give him the wave by. And as you can see, he is just going to drive far, far away from me into the sunset. I can't get those corners very well, so he just continues to drive away. Again, hitting corners, just hitting the barriers is not good. So Justin is just driving away from me at this point. However, right here, something pretty funny happens. A bolt flies out from underneath his car and right at me. Go a little slower. Right there on the right side of his, underneath his cart. I thought that was pretty funny. But yeah, he continues to drive away into the sunset. If you guys want to go check out his perspective, make sure to go check out his channel. Continuing on, I'm just doing my best to figure out my lines. I seem to be doing okay through this corner, but it's up into this hairpin that I seem to just not do so well. And I thought I'd do better, but you know, I continue to hit the barrier as I shake my head. Suffering from my L.O.T. At this point, I know Justin, he's gone. There's no catching him. Come over to start another lap, just tucking it in as hard as possible. Really trying to get myself in any higher position, because I am like third from last on this race for time trials, surprisingly enough. And we go over the line to finish. This race, as you can see, my cart is dead.
Both feet up the pedals, tap that blue button to your right.
I'm dead. Good? There we go, thank you. 2 jokers?
So as I said there, we are going to be having 2 jokers that you can take at any point in the race. Now, as you saw, my karting race has already gone pretty bad, as my cart was not ready. Here it gets even worse, as I have no speed going into the race, and I'm looking at everybody just pile past me. Gonna keep it too wide here. Lose the rear end. Now I have lost the entire field. I am in the back, and everybody is just going to go past me. I have no speed. I can't really do nothing. I'm gonna stick with Justin. I'm gonna take my first joker here. And I thought, okay, you know, this is pretty good. I got myself in a good, clear, open spot, but my cart had some issues going on. I was just not doing well at all. And then I turned into Lewis Hamilton's Ferrari. with everybody piling at me. Let's take another look. And steer snap, don't know what really happened here. One car is coming at me. At this point, I'm not reversing, so I'm just sitting here like, oh god, everybody's coming at me. Eventually, they all passed. Great drivers, good job not hitting me. And now I'm going to have to take my second joker, and this has ruined my race. Now my race is ruined. All I can do is just drive as fast as I can and salvage anything, any points. I'm shaking my head in disbelief, but, you know, in rental karting, this is what happens sometimes. You don't get your setup, you don't always get the best kart, and you have to play with what you get. So now I'm going to try and stick on my line and just get as many passes as possible if I can get any. As you can see, on the straightaways, I just don't have no speed. On the corners, I think I'm doing okay. I'm catching up on the corners, but on the straightaways, there's nothing I can do. And look at that. In just one straightaway alone, I'm multiple kart lengths back. Somehow I have caught up to one other person after he takes his joker. There's at least one other person in front of me. So I'm going to stay on my line as he goes wide. I'm hoping that he's still at least taking his jokers, and maybe I can get one pass. And he takes a joker. Now I have nobody in front of me, and I am the very last person on the grid. Very, very disappointed, but that's how it goes sometimes. Now I'm going to just crawl my tractor all the way to the end. There we see the leader pass me, and he just zooms away on the last lap to go. He's just taking off, and I'm thinking, what is going on? Why am I so slow? As I'm doing this, I notice someone has caught me. And he is fast enough to just take the inside. I don't even contest. No point. Everybody is way faster than me at this point. I'll take last place and hope for a better result on the next one. But I know the main race is already compromised.
Are you in front of me? Yes! Yes!
Every time.
Yes! We're lining up side by side, though.
Hell yeah.
Here we go. As we start this chaotic race, everybody's bumping each other, having a little bit of fun, being goofy. But we are going to get double file rolling start. We have 2 jokers this race, just like last time. As you guys saw, last time I did not finish anywhere where I wanted to. I finished dead last. So my goal for this race is to come first. And if I do not come first, well, I'm just going to be pushing my way as hard as I can. Here we go, green flag, and I am on the outside, unfortunately. But I get a good kart, at least to get up to the front. Not to the front, to the inside. Then I'm going to switch back behind 16, give him a boost, and take the inside here. That is going to allow me to get right around Nathan, wave my hand saying thank you for no contact. And we are going to be going and trying to get a good, decent position now. I see 16 go wide. I'm going to take my joker. Me and Nathan take our jokers, and now we have a bunch of clean air. However, when I take my joker, I could not remember if I had taken it properly, so I slowed down here and lost a bunch of lap time. And then I look behind me, and I see Nathan right on my bumper, and it reassures me that I did everything okay. Now that I'm reassured, all I'm going to do is be trying to put the best lap time that I can down. I am hopping a little bit, but I'm going to regain my composure and continue forward. We are racing in a night layout. There are a bunch of LED lights that have been installed around the track that we have been racing under, so it is a very cool feature. Here we see the two people in front of me. They go with their jokers. However, I overtake the 16 cart. Now I am up to second position. Going to be defending my position now, trying to catch Justin. I feel really quick, but not sure if I can catch Justin just quite, because he is super fast. Justin's going to take his joker, and I still have one more. Now I have a bunch of time to open up my own space and keep going forward. I know that the 16 cart is right behind me, and I want to figure out how I can take a joker and stay ahead of him and try and overtake Justin. But while micromanaging my race and trying to take my jokers, I miss out and I do not take the joker properly. I see that the cart behind me is taking his joker. I compromise myself by hitting the barrier here and here, shake my head knowing that I just lost out on my second position. So I am going to be trying as hard as I can now, pushing it down these corners and the straightaways to get to this joker lap before I can get past. I come into my joker, and I see Justin get through, and I see the 16 cart get through. I have compromised myself and lost out, but at least I'm still in a respectable third position. I feel pretty quick. I am closing in on the 16 now. I go wide for a better exit. I seem to have gotten it. Tucking right behind the 16. He goes a little wide. I stick it on the inside. I compromise my line just by hitting that barrier a tiny bit. I'm going to stay right behind him, trying to catch all that time back. I go wide into the corner and get a very good exit, closing that gap ever so much just to get a good exit into this one and stay right on him now. I don't get my nose in. I have to go wide. I take the outside. I take the outside again, hoping to get to the dive bomb, but he blocks my line, so I still go wide, trying to get a better exit. I do not have my nose in. Tuck back inside, through the corners. I go to the inside, but I am blocked very hard, so I take avoiding action, and it is white flag. I have nothing to lose. What can I do? I am on his bumper. I'm going to try something that I should not have done. And boom. Well, there goes my race again. Surprisingly, I only get passed by 2 other people, and I don't come in last. I'm going to come around this corner. One more corner to go. And I finish in, I think, third to last. I can't remember. Now to start the next race.
My car's not on! My car's not on! My car's not on!
Ah, yes. What a perfect way to start the main race.
Oh, come on. There we go, yep.
Now we are on the feature race. We have everybody in this race, and I am starting dead last. All I want to do is finish top 5. What can I do? So we are green. I am behind the 12 cart. I want to get around these guys as quick as possible and save my jokers for later on. Someone does a 180. I think it was Nathan. I get around 2 people, and I have a little bit of clean space to catch up. I am kind of happy because that's very valuable positions right now. So here we are. I'm sticking behind the 8. I'm going to tuck it in very hard around this corner. Everybody is single file, but we do have a battle that is going to bring me right closer. I give the 8 a nudge. He's going to get through. People 6. say that they're going to take their jokers. However, the guy that I hit did not raise his hand, so I did not see that he was taking his joker. I'm going to continue on my lines, trying to get as much positions gained as possible before taking my joker. 8 is a little slow, so I give him a nudge, coming out of the corner, taking the inside here, saying thank you for the position, and I'm going to continue on with all the space given to me. So I see a battle right up ahead, and that's going to give me 2 more people to focus on passing. I have my head down, pushing as hard as I can after those very terrible first three races. I see Alex takes his joker lap, and now I'm going to catch up to this guy, or try to at least. In my head, I don't know if I want to keep following these guys or take a joker to try and overtake. What I'm going to do is stick on my racing line, and I have to make a decision real soon. Do I want to take my joker? I do want to take my joker. I do not want to get caught behind those guys. I get caught behind Alex, who I know is a pretty quick driver, so I'm going to tuck in behind him, hopefully go for an overtake to get myself further up this grid. Alex is a little slow out that corner. I get my nose in. Alex sticks on my outside. We go 2 around the corner, which I did not think was possible. And then I go for the inside on the switchback, gaining another position. Alex gives me a little boost on the rear. I'm getting bumped from the rear. I check for Alex. I don't see him, and I'm going to continue forward. Guy in front of me takes his joker, and now I have a bunch of open space once again. I do see a train on the other straightaway to my left. Now I'm thinking, if I do another joker, I could overtake a lot of people on that train if I manage it correctly. But I don't know how many jokers they have, so doing it will be risky. I see someone is stuck on the joker lap, so I continue on, pushing to gain as much ground as possible so that when I take the joker, I can at least get a pass. I signal for my joker, I head in, and I come out, then I come out for P3. Stuck behind Justin, I'm going to just follow him through his lines because I know he's a faster driver, and I think he has more jokers, so there's no need to fight with him. Now we are under yellow flag. At this time, I'm thinking that I have done a very, very respectable job from going very, very last to all the way to P3. We're going to stay under yellow for a little bit. And now we are back under green. It is white flag. The 2 people in front said that they want to take their jokers. I'm going to try and go as fast as I can on the rest of the track to make as much positions as I can while others take their jokers. coming around the final hairpin. Gonna come over the line, and that is P5 from 17th all the way to 5th. I may have suffered from lack of talent, but at least I made it back up in the main race. I am very happy.
You're such a fucking... Why would you do that? That wasn't even fun. You ready to get left?
Here we have a bonus race. After the main race, we split into 2 groups for a little bonus race. We are still running the extended layout, except this time we have leader outside the cones. So lap 1, we do not do leader outside the cones. It's just a race to get position. I am pretty far back, so I'm going to be taking my normal line. I do get a little tap. I did say some profanity underneath my helmet, but we are going to be continuing on. I feel very, very fast on the reverse layout, and I am super quick to catch back up to this bunch, especially since it's leader outside the cones. Here we are. Now I have the inside. Everybody is bunching back up. Gotta stay too wide around this corner. I take the inside. Gonna follow the 10 around this hairpin. Now I'm jumping. I am jumping to get around Justin. I do not want him to get past me because I know he is fast. I do get the inside. I'm super thankful. Here we are. Now I have to follow the 10. This 10 is super fast, but he's going to take the outside the cone section. I am taking the normal racing line. And now I am the leader. I have to take the outside the cone section. It's going to drop me back a few places, but that is okay. Okay, now we go around the cones. I'm going to come out in P4. I have a good line going into this corner, and that is 3 positions in 1 corner. Wow, from P4 all the way to P1 in 1 corner. Gonna stick on the racing line. I do have to go around the cones. Back to P4. I have the inside line, so I get myself back to P2. I'm getting bumped in the rear. Following the 9 through. He's going to take the outside the cone section. I'm going to take the inside, and now I have to take the next outside the cone section. I almost messed up, but I come out in P3. I'm outside. I do not want to let this guy pass me, so I'm going to stick it around the outside, and I do keep my line. I'm going to tuck it very hard in, and I know that I get the inside line on this corner. Here we go again. Now I'm chasing the lead 3. Someone has an outside the cone section. I'm going to get bumped back up, and now I'm in P3. The other 2 have leaped away from me hitting the barriers. They are going to bunch back up here. I do mess up, and I slide my cart. We have outside leader, and I'm going to stick around the 10, who is now going to become the new leader. Doing outside the cones, I would have been really compromised because I messed up bad. I brake very early because I know the 10 has to take the outside the cones, so I'm not even going to worry about him. After I get around that corner, we go yellow. So we go single file rolling start, no more outside leader cones. We're going to do 2 laps. I am leading. All I have to do is stay composed and keep my line and not mess up, and I can take home a win tonight. Am I going to suffer from lack of talent? Or am I going to take home a win? Let's find out. Keeping it clean around this corner. Pushing as hard as I can. Tuck it around this corner. Stay clean. Into the first corner. Into the second corner. We are on the final lap. Stay composed. Turn 3, turn 4, turn 5. Coming on to the final turn. Looking behind me, I do not see anybody. Over the line, and that is a win. After suffering from so much lack of talent, I do come home with a win tonight. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to give this video a like and subscribe. If you like this content, make sure to go check out my other karting videos. If you want to see more content, I have car shows, car meets, and a bunch more on my channel. Thank you so much.